Do you like lizards? Do you like monsters? Do you like Jurassic Park or even, God forbid, Jurassic World? Do you still have all your dinosaur books from when you were 5 to remind you of a better time before the crushing weight of the world and its myriad responsibilities crushed your soul like Godzilla stepping on a house? No? Just me? Fine, but you can still play Seraphon. Seraphon, or Lizard Folk Memory Lords, are all my 6-year-old dreams come true and ask the most important of questions. What if smaller dinosaurs rode bigger dinosaurs? What if frogs were magic? What if remembering something could bring it back? Would my father still love me? Seraphon are one of the oldest factions in Warhammer, starting life as lizardmen, but being rebranded in Age of Sigmar with a gender-neutral name, because who needs genitals when you're made of dreams? Unfortunately, this means some of their sculpts are the oldest in the game, and while some still hold up, others really don't. I'm looking at you, Saurus. Why do you have such little legs? The Seraphon have a ridiculous number of war scrolls, one of the biggest selections in the game, from shooting units to artillery, close combat and cavalry, but really, you're only going to use one mummified frog, 200 skinks, and maybe a handful of spicy boys. The Slann are the leaders of the army, fat frogmen who are routinely referred to as magic doms, which is unfair to actual doms who at least give you a safe word. Lord Croak is greatest of all of the toads, and generally is a great way to ruin your opponent's fun. Saurus are your meat and potatoes, and while they look like they've skipped leg day for the last 20 years, they do make solid troop choices in armies that require less brainpower than reading a Trump tweet. Skinks are the go-to troop choice for most Seraphon armies, and while you can't go wrong with blocks of blow dart skinks and a few skink heroes on foot, there are a lot of flavors of skinks. Chameleon skink, hunting pack skink, flying skink, riding a goddamn thunder lizard skink. Yes, I know I mentioned it a couple of times before, but yet, honest to god dinosaurs, and each one is crazier than the last. T-Rex, poison T-Rex, Triceratops, Triceratops with a Stargate on its back, Ankylosaur with giant crystal lasers, or with snakes! Seraphon have two factions, with two sub-factions or constellations each. The Starborn were literally dreamed into existence by their frog overlords, and are the summoning army, who also get to teleport for free every turn because why should basic rules apply to you? Dracothian's Tail is the first constellation under the Starborn, and it allows you to deep strike, which is pretty good until you look at the other constellation, Fangs of Sotek, which lets your 300 skinks shoot when they're charged, and on a 4-up just run away, creating a miserable playing experience for exactly one player, and you better believe that isn't you. The Coalesce are the physical lizard folk who, while once dream entities, now own corporeal bodies and presumably have regained the ability to fight. As Coalesced, your lizards now reduce all damage by 1, somehow making tiny naked lizards far tougher than giant heavily armoured lightning demigods. The Coalesced constellation contains Quattle's Claw, a Saurus-based sub-faction designed around trying to slap your opponent as hard as you can with your scaly hands. The other sub-faction is Thunder Lizard, which straps missile launchers on all your dinosaurs, and is also literally the only sub-faction worth playing, because who needs tournament wins when I have the love of my beautiful dinosaur family? Now you know how to play Seraphon in Age of Sigmar.